If you're considering building a shop, we know that you have questions. You may even have concerns, but you can stop worrying now because that's why we've created this video. We want you to be informed, and we also want you to relax. So let's address those concerns, and by the end of this video, you'll have a much better understanding to the questions that have been on your mind. One of the concerns people have is, how do I know if a wood frame shop is right for me? There's basically three options when you're looking to build a shop. You can buy the future steel style Quonset shop, you could buy a steel frame shop, or you could buy a wood frame shop. The Quonset style buildings are a great option for DIY-ers. They show up on a pallet, everything you need, you put it together. Might take you a couple weeks, might take you a couple months, but you can do it yourself. Steel frame shops are really good for industrial type application. Wood frame shops are great for a place where you can store your toys, store your vehicles, but you can also get in there and tinker on stuff. Or maybe you need a mechanic shop. Wood frame shop's a great option for that. You can put your car hoists in there, you can mount cabinets on the walls, you can mount toolboxes to the walls, whatever you need, shelving, workbenches. The options are endless. It's easy at a later date with a wood shop to add mezzanines or add lean-tos, even extend the whole building. What's the price difference between a wood shop and a steel shop? Really, they're very close to the same, and the only way you're gonna save a bit of money with either one would be to build it yourself. So in the end, when you count the concrete foundations, the concrete floor, all the material, and the labor and equipment to build it, they're very close to the same. We get asked a lot, how long does it take to build a shop? And it's a great question. It totally depends, of course, on the size of the shop. But let's say like a 1,500 to 2,400 square foot shop, something like that, from the very start to the finish, it's gonna take somewhere between 30 to 45 days, about a month, month and a half. Now that doesn't include the whole permitting process. So there's the whole pre-designing it, applying for permits, waiting for permits. So basically from when you start planning the build to when it's complete, you're looking at 6 to 8 months with permitting and everything. The question people often have is, how thick should my shop floor be? A standard shop floor will be 6 inches thick. That allows for up to big tractors, semi-trucks, whatever, to be in there. If you have extremely heavy equipment, you may want to go to an 8-inch. What is the standard overhead door size? There really is no standard overhead door size. If it's just for typical garage cars, a lot of people will go with 12 wide, 8 tall, 12 wide, 10 tall, somewhere in there. If you're doing a shop where you might have semis in there, tractors in there, agricultural equipment, logging trucks, any of that sort of thing, you're gonna wanna go with at least a 14-foot tall door. And typically people will go 14 foot wide by 14 foot tall. But we've even done 16 by 16. It depends on what you want to get in there. Road legal height is about 13.5 feet or just over that. So a 14-foot door allows anything that's allowed on the road in there. But if you need something bigger, we can go quite a bit higher than that as well. We've been asked, can I insulate my shop later? That's one of the great benefits of wood frame shops, is that you can add something like insulation and an interior lining package to them down the road. You don't have to do it when they're built. Of course, doing it when they're built is great because all the construction happens at once and you don't have to pull everything out of your shop just to do your insulation and lining. What should you finish the interior of your shop with? There's several different options. A lot of people think of drywall first, or you can go with plywood, or you can go with a metal cladding, bright white metal cladding for the interiors. They're all great options. The benefit to the metal cladding is that it's really bright and reflective and it's easy to clean. The plywood's great because you can fasten shelving directly to it very easily, mount whatever you need, hang what you need on it with basic tools. It's very simple. And drywall is kind of the standard in older shops. It's not used very often anymore, but there's the odd person that wants drywall on their interior. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. If you have any other questions, put them in the comments below, or jump over to our website. You can fill out the contact form and get a hold of us there.